Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I wanted to take a look at the F-16 again because a few viewers had informed me that maybe I just didn't turn those external lights on. And apparently I didn't. So poking around in the cockpit, I happened to dig around down over here in this left auxiliary panel and just happened to find these switches over here. So that changes to that. Just a couple little blinkies. And if I go over here and just do that, we got those. And one more behind. And you really got nothing except for a tail blink. And then off. But I tend to like that, normal. Yeah, I really don't mess around with too many dials in the cockpit that have nothing to do with dropping bombs or shooting weapons, but I just learned something new today thanks to a couple viewers. So that turns on my externals, and then over here I can manipulate the brightness of the cockpit consoles, I guess. Or what does this one do? This one changes something as well. And that panel. Not sure what this does, but these controls over here let me manipulate all the rest of the stuff in the cockpit, which by default looks fantastic. And that's the other thing. When I was looking at that in the other video, basically I was looking at it as, you know, hey, you jump in there, you start the mission, this is what's turned on based on the time of day. So apparently the Hornet has its external lights turned on, and the F-16, being it's in, well, I guess the Hornet's still in early access too, but the F-16 is in earlier access, I guess we could say, and that explains why it probably doesn't turn on the external lights by default when you jump into a nighttime mission. So I just wanted to jump back in here real quick and show you guys that, oops, I made a mistake, and I wanted to show you what you got to do to turn it on. So you've got this for brightness in the cockpit, and you've got these guys over here, master covert, I guess. That dial is what turns everything on for the outside. Ooh, what's this? Can make them flash. I think they were already flashing though, so I don't know every single thing there is. Okay. So it is flashing. I guess it makes it more of a consistent flash. Yeah, it seems to make the wingtips one flash more. Pretty cool.
Altitude.
But I'm still standing by the fact that the F-16 really does look like the second coolest freaking plane at nighttime in all of DCS. At least based on what I've seen so far. The Tomcat was freaking amazing after the update that they did, but holy crap, man, the F-16, man, unbelievable. Absolutely beautiful. So I'd have to say that looks a little bit better. Still, the key thing is choosing a moonlight mission. If you don't, things look really dark across the board. That burner effect is absolutely outstanding. And again, I think the Tomcat does it a little bit better, but what they have in place in the F-16, again, is probably the second most impressive burner effect in DCS. Others may argue and say that the Hornet probably is the better option, but the Hornet's more complete. I think that's the difference in the overall scheme of things. But I hope that sheds light on how to manipulate the lighting within the F-16C VIPER in DCS world. I was just trying to do a video before where here's what happens when you start the mission. This is what is on, and I didn't touch anything. That's what was on by default. So in the Hornet, the external lights were turned on, the internal lights were turned on, and in the F-16, apparently the internal lights were turned on, but the external lights weren't, and you have to do that yourself. And I think, again, that might be just the product of it being in earlier access than what the Hornet is. So thanks to a couple of viewers pointing that out to me. I figured, to be fair, I wanted to show you guys how to do it. So jump down there on this side to manipulate the brightness of what you got going on here. Same thing with this. And over here to choose between the different options for your external lights. And that's pretty much it, man. And be sure to enter into the chance to win a DCS Tomcat module thanks to Heatblur, and the possibility of winning a copy of Meteor's new System Failure album, which, if you didn't know, Meteor is the band responsible for the fantastic Defender of the Fleet album that comes with the DCS Tomcat module. So if you already have a Tomcat and you want more of the awesome Meteor music that you're used to from the Tomcat module, feel free to enter as well.
Altitude. Altitude.
So I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Thanks for watching, and until next time.